I am entitled to the presumption of innocence. And while I do not waive that presumption, I intended to put forth an affirmative defense that I am factually innocent of the charges. I intended to use the photographs provided on each ticket to show that my vehicles were not traveling anywhere near the reported speeds. The photographs are not incidental to the law, as the contractor and the town maintains. These photographs are identified both by the law and by sworn statement of a signed police officer that on the basis of determining the speed for the vehicle. First, I would like to provide a copy of the law, which I've done. The wording is quite explicit. The system must produce recorded images, plural, and those images must show that the vehicle is traveling at 12 miles above the speed limit. The intent of requiring multiple photos is clear. The purpose of the photography was merely to document the presence of a specific car, merely to record its license number, then a single image would be adequate. If, however, the purpose of the photography is to show a vehicle is moving at 12 miles per hour above the speed limit, then multiple images properly time-stamped are required. Though one or more motor vehicle sensors are mentioned in the section, no purpose is assigned to the sensors other than their role playing in deciding which vehicles are to be photographed. Any argument that the sensors are relied for determining speed by a recording officer to this court is falsified by the statement signed in each case by the recording officer. I have a copy of the statement as well as I would like to read it into the record. I am an employee of Forest Heights Police Department. Based on inspection of the recorded images shown above, the motor vehicle was operated in violation of TA 21-809 as evidenced by the above images. The affirmation twice identifies the recorded images as an evidentiary basis for the ticket. The affirmation makes no mention whatsoever of any sensor and may or may not be used by speed monitoring systems. Given the nature of our system of justice, the reliance of the photographs makes perfect sense. By requiring the system to produce multiple photographs and by requiring a police officer to determine the vehicle speed by reviewing those photos, the law provides each defendant the presumption of innocence and opportunity to confront the evidence against him. Those rights are guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution for all criminal trials. We doubt that this court would find those rights do not extend to civil infractions as well. The alternative to reliance on the photos would be relying on the censors, despite the clear wording of the law and the explicit wording of the citation. In addition, the scenario favored by the town and its contractor, the defendant would simply plead guilty with no defense. The defendant would be charged by a machine, and a machine would be immune from questioning. Even the multiple photographs produced by the machine as required by the law would be rendered useless as evidence. Your Honor, activities and findings demonstrate this is a very serious flaw in Optotraffic's equipment, but I'm not allowed to show you. You're not interested in what we have to show you.
I'd be very interested. Like any other case that comes before me, people are accused of speeding. If they want to prove that they're innocent, they have to come in and say so. And you have said there's 40, I don't know, you gave me a large number. Not one single human being who drove these cars is in front of this court. You're testifying on a thing that you don't know anything about in terms of the facts of again, the technical side. But if a person comes before me and says, the police officer says I'm going 40 miles an hour and I was going 35, that's credible evidence. It's good on its face, it's good. But to say that one of my drivers was not speeding, and I haven't the slightest idea what speed he was going at, and presumably in this great mob of people that you speak about, at least one of them ought to be available as a witness. There's a missing witness.
Your Honor, I didn't say I didn't know how fast they were traveling. I was willing to show you and demonstrate.
Anything else you want to tell me? If not, I find you guilty. It's $40 plus court costs.